Hello, this is Craig from bitsbox.co.uk and this is the November 2017 edition of the White Dwarf Magazine. So, normally I get these magazines on a Monday and it's now Thursday and it's only just turned up today, so apologies for this video being a little bit later than usual. But it's here, so as you can see it's Necromunda this month. So let's just dive straight in. So as always we have the White Dwarf team, we have a little bit from the editor there, and of course we have the contents page. So of course as always we're not going to dwell on the contents, because we're going to go through everything anyway. So, what do we have? We have a little bit about Necromunda, some new warbands with Shadespire, and there's a little thing here. It says, have you been naughty or nice? So, alongside a wave of big box sets, you can see them in the Christmas gift guide. There are loads of funky stocking fillers out this month, including new scenery kits and paint sets, a deck of playing cards, new Warhammer Quest cards, a classic water pot, and a Paintin handle. So let's have a look at all these new releases. So we have, of course, Necromunda, and just a little thing. We are going to give away a copy of Necromunda to one lucky patron on our $10 or higher pledges. So if you're interested in winning a copy of Necromunda, the link to our Patreon is in the description below. There's also a Gang War book, which is a supplement for Necromunda. We have some dice sets, there's terrain pieces, there's also bases as well. I'll be looking at trying to pick up as much as I can. There's the game cards, there's games, and I'm not sure if these are the same games what are in the actual box or not, or whether they're separate. It's hard to tell from that picture there. But there's loads of options, I can't wait to see exactly what's on all the sprues for these, and maybe we'll see further on in the White Dwarf, I don't know. We have the Death Rattle stuff for Shadespire, and we also have Iron Skull's Boys for the Iron Jaws. Codex Tyranids is also out, alongside with data cards and the Start Collecting box. There's a little bit here about sort of tactics against different armies you can use for Tyranids, and if you're fighting against Tyranids with these armies, which is pretty cool. Of course, Eldar and Start Collecting is already out. There's designer's notes as well, so it's nice to add in these little bits to go alongside some of the releases. Eldrad is available separately now as well, and we've got the data cards there. We have some Warhammer Quest Adversary cards, so there's even more Chaos bad guys that you can use in Warhammer Quest. 41 cards, so really cool, and there's Skaven stuff as well. It says here there's Nurglings, Clan Rats, Blood Reavers, Blood Letters, Chaos Warriors, Marauders, and more. So yeah, some of the stuff from the original game is also in there as well. Dark Millennium playing cards. So essentially I think it's just a deck of just regular playing cards, but with all John Blanche artwork on them. So yeah, really cool. Imperial and Adeptus Mechanicus suits, and Chaos and Xenos suits. So that'd be quite cool. £8 might be worth picking up. And we also have a battle journal for 40k and for Age of Sigmar, so you can write in your rosters and stuff like that. These are £15 each. Really cool. It's nice to have more sort of gaming aids and some hobby aids. So we also have the Paintin handle. It's just a mere £5, so I'll certainly pick up a couple of these. Quite handy to use if you're doing a display piece, certainly. There's a green tape measure. Also a Citadel Paintin mat and a water pot. The old classic water pot is quite cool. Completely pointless, but it's quite cool. There's also a picture of the display case. So I think these are a little bit about upcoming releases. There's going to be a Citadel Air paint bundle, a base and effects bundle, Warhammer 40k and Age of Sigmar hero bases, and Midland Tufts, a base and shade bundle, project paint set, and the layer paint set. So they're going to bundle up a load of the paint sets, and what's more, each set comes with a custom Golden Demon plastic case, with plastic trays to keep your paint secure. So that's pretty cool. I won't mind just buying the case, to be honest. Next up, even more releases. We have a load of scenery. Some new, some just bundled up. We have a Prometheum refinery. And we have some thermic plasma conduits. And thermic plasma regulators. We have the ruins out of the Moonbase Classius box. They're $17.50 on their own. That's quite a fair bit. However, the Citadel of Ever Chosen is £400, so that's 560 euros or 660 US dollars. But we also have the Ruins of Elixir, which is really cool. There's a nice bundle of different Age of Sigmar terrain. It's £90. I'll have to check if that's a saving or whether it's just the actual cost of them, but it could actually be a little bit of a saving. I'm certainly thinking of picking that up to expand our scenery. We have Outpost Pythos 4, which is £100. It looks like you get some of the crates, the Deathwild Forest stuff. There's a Bastion as well. And then there's Hive Shield, which is a couple of 2 Void Shield generators, a box of thermic plasma conduits, and 2 sets of Haemotrope reactors. And that is it for releases. So a bumper issue of releases. Lots of stuff coming out very soon. Notice there hasn't been much for 40k or Sigmar recently in terms of new releases, apart from the odd codexes. We've had Shadespire, and now we've got Necromunda, and there's all these terrain bundles. So it's a bit quiet on that front. So we'll see what's going to be around the corner with the 2 main games. But in the meantime, we have Forge World. We have the Astreus Super Heavy Assault Tank, which I think is amazing. It looks awesome. I'm not a massive fan of all the hover stuff. If it was tracked, I would like it even more, but it's still a really, really cool tank. And next we have the video game news. So a lot of stuff about World of Tanks Blitz. We have Tales from the Black Library, so all the recent Black Library releases. And of course Contact, with the reader's letters. A little bit more about Black Library. We have the Legacy of Caliban by Gav Fort. So Temporal Distor is looking at an old White Dwarf. That is from 2010. I don't think I had that one. I may have stopped collecting them at that point. But yeah, I think that's 7 years ago. It still looks really old with some of the stuff that's in it. So we had this is an article here. It says it's a pig-themed article by resident hobby hero Duncan Rhodes, and then it just says "who" in brackets. It's pretty funny. So of course, Necromunda. So a lot about Necromunda in this issue, as you would expect. So for Goliath gang members, the Escher gang members. Then we have the 2 gangs at the bottom here. They've all got their own names as well. Of course, they're all customizable with lots of weapon options and such. And you can see there's an armory here of a load of weapons. You've got Spudjacker, Renderizer. I really love it because it looks like a mohawk on the skull. So Chem Thrower, Brute Cleaver, Rivet Cannon, Stiletto Knife, quite funny. And of course lots of other weapons that we're all already familiar with. A little bit about some terrain from the Underhive. And it's nice to see that you can use the Shadow War terrain with it as well. There's new dice. So loads of fluff, absolutely loads of fluff going into all the different houses, and there's a lot of them, and I'm sure in time we'll see miniatures for all of them. We have another advert for Necromunda. So there is a battle report in here. It's Scenario 1 Tunnel Skirmish. And it has for two games from the set. So if you want to learn how the game works and how it plays, there's a nice battle report in here. It explains all that, and with all battle reports I like to just zip through very quickly so we don't give away who won, because I like to read them properly later on. So in gaming we have Conquering a Realm, so this is all about Firestorm and playing campaigns and such. And we have a few little recaps of some games of Firestorm, and just some ads here for Skirmish, Path to Glory, General's Handbook, and Firestorm itself. Next up we have a segment about Armies on Parade. Now I absolutely love Armies on Parade. I always love seeing the boards people come out with, so this is a very cool section for me. So I really enjoy looking at some of these. For me it's not even so much about the miniatures, I just like looking at all the terrain they do and stuff like that, and yeah, it's always beautiful. It's a really cool idea for GW to have these armies on parade, so I love this with the giant cogs and stuff, that's very cool. And we have some classic 2017 Golden Demon entries. I love that banner, I think that's fantastic. That was sword on this guy. Really, really well done. Some Paladors. Love the colour scheme on them. Some Skaven. And some Chaos Dwarfs. Or the Legion of Asgore, as they are now known. Army I'm very much interested in getting one day. So we have Heavy Metal Masters with Tom Winstone, showing off some of his beautiful minis. I absolutely love the Valkyrie of the Bloody he's got there, and the Librarian's awesome. But, I mean, it's all fantastic, isn't it? So there's designer's notes, just talking about the new codexes. Notice how it says Screamer Killers instead of Carnifex, that's interesting. Is that from one of the old ones or from a new one? I haven't read that, but yeah, I'm not going to sit here and read that while you guys just look at nothing, but it's described as a Screamer Killer. Whether it's a type of Carnifex loadout or what, we'll have to see when the book comes out, but I remember the old Screamer Killer Carnifex with all the Sivan Talons. Instead of bringing that back, that's very cool. That's very cool. Yeah, Return of the Screamer Killer. How brilliant. I may have to build mine up like that now. So yeah, a little bit about Nids there. Collecting and Paintin, all about Imperial Knights. Beautiful Imperial Knight Force, I love the chevrons on there. Cool, we have even the colours what have been used as well for all the different areas. We have Return of Battle Companies, so an old favourite returns to Middle-earth. So they're still keeping up with some of the Hobbits and Lord of the Rings stuff. Next up is Sprues and Glue, so all about Necromunda, as you would probably guess. So I was looking at the new bases and the miniatures. Then we have Paint Splatter, so showing you how to paint different parts of your Necromunda. Really like they've gone for a darker flesh tone here as well, because we've seen a lot we're seeing enough sort of regular Caucasian skin tutorials to last a lifetime. It's nice they're doing sort of different darker tones, which is really cool. The green mohawk's really quite funky as well. And of course we've got the Escher gang. Interesting, she's got like a sort of rainbow hair there. I was just looking at see if they had anything for the hair, unless it's on a different page. Oh yeah, there we go. They were luminous locks. It's quite cool. They're really good. A little bit about chevrons there and adding battle damage to them. Really cool. Very tempted to pick up them bases actually, because they do look really nice. And we've got some pale flesh as well. So it's actually quite cool, showing off different. So I mentioned different sort of flesh tones. I've actually got a section here for all different types of flesh. So that's really cool. That's really nice to see. Now I've got some Eldar as well. So loads of Paintin guides in this one. Even more Eldar. Wow. So yeah, you're not short of Paintin tutorials in this one. So we have Blanjitsu, and I think it said in the beginning that this is sort of the last in the series. Whether that's just for now or for a while, I don't know. But I absolutely love Blanjitsu, as our regular viewers know. And this is really cool, using the Garden of Moor kit. So yeah, awesome conversions as always, making good use of like loads of different kits from the GW ranges. So loads of cool stuff there. And the Warhammer World exclusive minis. Oh, excuse me. And here are them upcoming paint sets that were mentioned earlier on. So pretty cool. So you got your base and shade, your air paint, your layer paint, textures. So textures come with the bases as well, come with the hero bases and stuff. And there's a project paint set as well. No mega paint set, I don't think so, but it's still nice that you got the option to have the smaller ones broken down. And then you got your stock and fillers as well. And then we've got Games, Shadespire, Necromunda, all against that stuff. So yeah, you can tell Christmas is on its way. Yeah, there seems to be a lot of this. It keeps going. More box games, battlefields. Wow, it's just it's the Christmas catalogues in the back of this White Dwarf. Okay, brush collection, scenery. And we've got some readers models. I really love the Hex Rage, just sort of how I sort of went for mine, but mine never came out looking that nice. So kudos to him. That's Tyler Mengel actually. He's a very good painter. Love that. Great conversion. And we've got Reader's Model of the Month. Them shields are absolutely gorgeous. I just love looking at all the Reader's miniatures. That's an amazing diorama as well. Wow, we have an Orc army in the spotlight. There's some Orc army. Wow. So that's the Hobbit Orcs. For those who are wondering, really cool Orc conversion though. So this is in the bunker, just showing what the White Dwarf team are up to. Obviously playing a lot of Necromunda. And then we just have the Lord of Change at the back there. So, as always, people want to know what's next month, don't they? Free cards. We're getting some free cards. Getting some freebies. Yay. More Necromunda. Golden Demon. Warhammer Quest Adventure. Whatever that may be. Whether there's be another Warhammer Quest box. Who knows. Oh, there's more Blanjitsu, so that's good. Many battle reports, paint splatter, and much, much more. So yeah, lots to look forward to. Lots coming out this month, with Christmas on the way as well. All these bundles coming out. So yeah, as I said, not much for 40k or fantasy per se, sort of in terms of armies and stuff. But yeah, lots of terrain. Necromunda's going to be amazing. I'm really looking forward to that. Now I think Necromunda as well is a 2-week pre-order. We can just double check that for anyone who is interested. Yeah, pre-order on the 11th and available on the 24th. So it's not on 24th. So it's not quite 2 weeks, is it? So yeah, I'm really looking forward to the 24th of November to get Necromunda. It looks awesome, and I can't wait to get all the other stuff. I don't know if the other stuff is actually... I should have gone through these as we've gone through. But yeah, they're all coming out at the same time as well. So everything for Necromunda will be out on the 24th. So, all what's left to say is thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed the video, of course, give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe. We do a White Dwarf video every month, and we try and have 2 or 3 videos out on the channel every week. We have a Patreon you can check out as well. We're starting to put up loads more videos, Patreon only as well. We're going to try and do more of them. And yeah, again, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.